In today's video, we're going to be ranking all of the mutations in Grow a Garden currently. Guys, there is so many freaking mutations that have been recently added in the game, and I guarantee you might not even know about some of them, so let's go ahead and start with this video. But before that, if you guys could leave a like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 200,000 subs, so if you could help out with that, that'd be very, very epic. So our first mutation is going to be, of course, the basic gold and rainbow mutations. These are some of the easiest mutations to get in the entire game. You don't need to AFK, nothing. The easiest way to get these mutations is by using sprinklers. If you guys don't know how to use sprinklers, what the hell are you doing? Are you like completely new to the game or something, bro? But yeah, simply go ahead and get yourself any sprinkler that gives you guys an increased chance to get mutations. So as you guys can see, the master sprinkler does that, the godly sprinkler does that, and yeah, that's about it. Oh no, the advanced sprinkler does that too. So yeah, any of those sprinklers, guys, you can go ahead and get yourself a chance to get the gold mutation. And the gold mutation basically gives you guys a times 20 money multiplier on your plants. Very, very good. Oh, you can also get this using the dragonfly pet, which is very, very difficult to get. So yeah, that's very difficult to get, so I would not recommend it. Next up, we have the rainbow mutation. This gives you a times 50 multiplier. It has a 0 chance to grow, replacing normal variant crops with 5+ mutations. And if you guys have 5+ mutations, you can also use the new butterfly pet, which will remove all the other mutations and give you the rainbow mutation. Once again, a rainbow plant is gonna look something like... Do I know rainbow plants, bro? What the hell? Well, okay, a rainbow plant is supposed to change colors, but I don't have a rainbow plant, so yeah, this is what it looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like. But I think most of you already know what these two mutations are, so we're gonna go ahead and skip on to the wet mutation. This you can get from sprinklers or rain and thunderstorms. So every single time it's raining in your garden, or if you use a sprinkler, any sprinkler works. By the way, you can even use a basic sprinkler for this, and you will get the wet mutation. Or if it is thundering, of course, when you get the shock mutation, you can also get the wet mutation, and yeah, it's pretty cool. The thing with the wet mutation, guys, you're gonna need the wet mutation to get yourself the frozen mutation, which is right over here. We're gonna get to that in just a second. But moving on from the wet mutation, we now have the chalk mutation. That this was actually previously unobtainable in the game, but now you can actually obtain this using this guy right over here. So you can now go ahead and craft a chalk mutation spray. All you're gonna need is a cleaning spray, cacao, and you're gonna need honey. And yeah, you're gonna get this right over here. Once again, it only gives a times 2 multiplier, so it's not like that crazy, but it's still better than nothing in my opinion. Moving on though, we have the Moonlit mutation, and this you get every night. So during the night, 6 plants will be moonlit every 2 minutes during the 10-minute period. So every single night you're gonna get 6 plants mutated into the Moonlit mutation. Once again, a times 2, so not very good, but it's cool. Speaking of cool, we have chilled. God, I'm just getting worse with these transitions, no? The chilled mutation is gonna give you guys a times 3 multiplier, and you can get this during the frost event or by polar bears. Polar bears are pets you can get from the legendary eggs. So every single time the legendary eggs comes to shop, guys, go ahead and buy it, get yourself the polar bear, and you will be able to get yourself the chilled mutation, which honestly isn't that great, guys. In my opinion, it's only times 3, so I wouldn't really bother with it, but if you want to get it, bro, be my guest, whatever. Next up, we have the Pollinated mutation. I think most of you probably already know how to get this. You have to wait for the swarm event here to happen, and every single time the swarm event happens, you are gonna get the Pollinated mutation. Next up, the Bloodlit mutation. Finally, a mutation that's no longer in the game. So the Bloodlit mutation you could get during the Blood Moon event, which was obviously here during the Owl quest. When the Owl was right over here, guys, you could get this Blood Moon or this Bloodlit mutation, but you can no longer get this mutation in the game, guys. It is gone from the game completely. Next up, we have the Burnt mutation. This you can get from the Cooked Owl pet. I've made so many videos on this guy, dude. And yeah, this mutation is very, very good because most people have 2 cooked owls already in their inventory, so there's no point not getting this mutation. So definitely, guys, go ahead and get this mutation. It is going to help you guys out a bunch. Next up, honey glaze. This is basically an alternative to the pollinated mutation we saw here, and you can get the honey glaze mutation by placing a honey sprinkler or by the bee bear. So you can get the honey sprinkler right in here, so you can go ahead and buy it for, I'm not sure how much honey it is, but yeah, you can go ahead and buy it here, or alternatively, you can use the bee bear, which I do have somewhere. Alright, there you go. This is the bee bear, guys. It's clearly an imposter. It's not a bear. It's not a bee, is what I mean to say. But as you guys can see, every 25 minutes, it goes to a nearby fruit and tries to pollinate it, but it's not a bee, obviously. So it fails and turns it into honey glazed instead. So yeah, that's going to be the honey glazed mutation. Next up, we have the frozen mutation. Now, this one is an interesting mutation, guys. To get this mutation, you need to have a crop that has both the wet and the chilled mutation. Yes, you need both the wet and the chill mutation to be able to get frozen. So first things first, you have to wait for rain. So it has to rain first, as you guys can see, just like this. And after it has rained, you have to go ahead and wait for the frost events to happen, which is obviously when, you know, it's all cold and whatever. Or alternatively, of course, you can use a polar bear. But yeah, you're gonna need both the wet and the frost mutation to be able to get the frozen mutation. Now we're getting into some of the better mutations in the game, guys, such as the cooked mutation. This you can also get from the cooked owl. Yes, there is a second secret mutation you can get from this guy right over here, the cooked owl. And this is going to be the cooked mutation. And this only happens occasionally. We don't know what the percentage is. I mean, no one has ever told me what the percentage is. I can never find it or anything. But as you guys can see, according to the wiki, it's a small chance that the cooked owl will apply this mutation instead of the burnt mutation, which is obviously a ×5, but this is a ×25. Plants with this mutation will have become orange and will have white steam and red swirls emitting off it. So yeah, it's gonna look something like this, guys. Once again, I have never seen my owl give me the burnt mutation, or sorry, the cooked mutation. But let me know if you guys have ever seen the cooked mutation in game in the comments down below. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This is of course gonna be the Zombified mutation. Once again, a mutation most of you probably already know already. This you can get from the beloved chicken jockey. Yes, you could get the chicken jockey for free during the Blood Moon event. So when the Blood Moon event came out, guys, when the update actually came out, this pet was given to us for free, similar to something like the cooked owl. We just got it in our inventory when the update came out. And this is why I keep telling you guys, bro, you need to join the game right before updates, because we always get free stuff like this. So make sure you guys are joining games before the update drops, like an hour or two before the update at least, just so you can actually make it in, because Roblox usually crashes too. But look, all I'm trying to say is join the game before the update comes out to get free stuff. Moving on, shocked. This is very easy to get. Once again, you can get the shock mutation from thunderstorms and from Jandal storms, which is a different mutation or different event, sorry. And the shock mutation basically makes your plants glow like this. As you guys can see, all of these are shocked, so they are kind of glowing, which looks really, really cool in my opinion. But alternatively, you can now get shocked by crafting it. Yes, you can actually craft the shock mutation right over here. You can get the mutation spray shocked, and it does cost a lot of money, guys. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, it costs a cleaning spray, which is like 15 million, lightning rod, which is another 15-20 million, and on top of that 250 honey, which is insane. So unless you guys really, really need the shock mutation, I really would not spend your time on this, because it is way overpriced, bro. Like for that price, you can just get a lightning rod and place it here, and of course just go AFK or something. But yeah, the shock mutation has gotten rarer and rarer ever since the game came out, probably because there's so many new mutations in the game. So yeah, it is quite difficult to get, but it is one of the best mutations we currently have in the game. Next up, Celestial. This is another very, very rare mutation we have in the game, guys. This gives you guys a 120x multiplier, one of the best mutations in the entire game. And you can get this from meteor showers. Now, if you guys don't know what meteor showers is, remember the star caller? I think most of you probably remember the star caller. This thing right over here, we got this in the Blood Moon update. Yeah, you can use this to call these stars. It acts like a lightning rod, so you can place it here and all the stars are gonna fall on top of it, just like a lightning rod would in a thunderstorm or something, guys. And yeah, you just have to wait for the meteor shower event to happen, and whenever that happens, you're gonna see it right here, of course. And yeah, you're gonna get the Celestial mutation, which gives you guys a 120x multiplier. Insane. But now, boys, let's go ahead and move into some mutations you guys have probably not heard of. First of all, we have the Plasma mutation. You get this during the Laser Storm, which was an admin event where we had Jandal like right over there just spewing lasers at us, bro. It's kind of insane. You guys like my drawing? I know it looks really cool. Like, subscribe for more drawings just like that, by the way. We also have the Heavenly mutation. Once again, a event where Jandal comes floating in. Like, what does bro think he is? Like, floating and stuff? What the hell? Next up, we have the Molten mutation, where basically a volcano pops up. Yeah, a volcano just comes up out of the ground, bro, and it just gives us the Molten mutation. Once again, all of these mutations you can get during updates. So every single time there is an update in Grow a Garden, join the game an hour before and you are gonna see all of these mutations. These mutations don't happen randomly like right now. They're not gonna happen, guys. They only happen right before updates because developers love to create hype for the update, and yeah, they do these secret mutations. So if you guys want to get them, join the game before the update actually comes out. Like any update, guys, even this Saturday, go ahead and check out when the update is gonna come out and you will be able to get this mutation, of course. Next up, the Disco mutation. This actually is no longer an admin exclusive mutation because you can get this from from the Disco Bee, which you can get from the anti-bee egg right over here. So if you guys go ahead and check out the anti-bee egg, check that out, guys. You're gonna get it right there. It is a 0.25% chance. I think it's like a 0.1% chance in the free anti-bee egg. So good luck. But yeah, that is how you can get the bee egg, or sorry, no, the Disco Bee. Next up, Void Touched. Once again, an admin event where a black hole freaking appears out of the ground. You know, just a normal day in Growy Garden. And then finally we have the Dawnbound mutation, and this one was actually quite complicated to get. So first of all, you had to wait for something called the Sun God event. Yes, a Sun God event. Once again, an admin event that an admin could trigger right before updates. And then once the Sun God event was actually active, you had to get 4 players holding 4 sunflowers each. So each player had to hold 1 sunflower in front of the Sun God, touching each other. This mutation can only apply to sunflowers. So yeah, it was very, very complicated to get, and right now I am in a test server, but I actually have this on my main account. And yeah, basically what I had to do was, of course, get myself a sunflower. So you had to get a sunflower just like this. This is a sun coil, but let's just pretend it's a sunflower for now. And then you'd had to get 4 other players, so 4 other real people in your server, and you had to stand right over here facing this way, and you would get this mutation. This is one of the rarest mutation in the entire game. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. I don't think many people have this because nobody knew how to actually get it. Honestly, I got it by luck, like complete luck, bro. I did not know how to get this mutation at all. So if you guys got it, you're probably one of the luckiest person ever, bro, because yeah, once again, not many people actually got this mutation, and a lot of people are trading it for a lot of money. So if you guys want to make bank right now, go trade it. It's gonna make a lot of money. I'd hold on to it though, it's quite rare. Next up, and finally, we have these special mutations which I've never actually heard of. This is the ripe mutation. This is where there is a rare chance to replace the normal version of a fruit into the ripe version of a fruit. So this mutation can only be applied to sugar apples. It is currently the only mutation to not have a multiplier. So yeah, this is really, really weird. The sugar apple with this mutation will appear purple, fading darker towards the bottom, just like this, guys. I haven't actually seen this yet. I mean, I don't think I have seen this yet, but yeah, I guess this is a cool little Easter egg the developers really added into the game. Once again, this doesn't really give you a money multiplier, so it is kind of useless, but I guess it's cool. You can, you know, collect it or something. I don't know, bro. And finally, we have the unreleased mutations. These are mutations that are not in the game. We have the meteoric mutation, which actually a few people actually got this, but it is supposed to be unreleased. I think they were just like testing it out or something. We have the twisted mutation, which was supposed to come with the tornado. The tornado never came, bro. I think it lagged Roblox too much or something. And we had the beanated. I don't know, bro, but yeah, it happened during the Beanado. Let me know what mutations you guys have. Do you guys have the rare Sun Dawn mutation, or do you have any other rare mutations like the meteoric mutation? Let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys find this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.